Let's create spring-inspired nail art using the Olive and June Builder Gel Collection and gel polish in the shades Petal, LHG, and E&M. I started with a set of Builder Gel extensions in the shade Sugar Glow with the gel color Glitter Department on top. And after what seemed like an endless amount of filing, shaping, and buffing, it was time to refill my current set, which I've been growing out for over a month, so these are my actual nails. If you're looking to grow out your natural nails, I cannot recommend Builder Gel enough. I'm using the O&J Nail Polish Remover Pot to clean up my nails, and I'll be using it throughout this process to clean my brushes and to clean up mistakes. Once my nails were clean, I applied 2 coats of the Olive and June Builder Gel in the shade Lavender Frost, using the O&J lamp to cure for 2 minutes between each coat. It's important to clean up around your nails before curing the gel, as this will help to seal the edges and increase the longevity of your manicure. After both Builder Gel coats, you can see the lavender hue compared to the milky tone of Sugar Glow. Now it's time to apply 2 coats of Lavender Frost to the rest of my nails to complete my base layer, making sure to clean up the edges before curing each time. Now that the base is set, I'm going to get my palette ready for nail art. I'm using the lid of an old jar, and it's been working really well. Starting with the star of the show, this is the shade Petal, I'm going to add a dollop to the center of my palette. Next, I'm grabbing the shade LHG and the shade E&M. Before using my dotting tool to mix my desired shade range. Mixing my own shades helps me to save money, but it also makes my manicures really unique because they're colors of my own making. First, we're using the dotting tool to create a frame along the outer edge of the thumbnail, first in the darkest shade we created. Once cured, I'll go back in with the shade Petal, cure that, and then finish the frame with the lightest created shade. Now I'm going to add the exact same frame to my ring finger. Going back to the thumb, I'm going to add one of my favorite flowers, a hyacinth, inside the frame. I'm using a liner brush and a pastel green to create the stems and the leaves before curing, and then going back in with the dotter tool to add the 2 lightest purples as the flowers. Once cured, I painted tiny bows on the stems using the darkest purple shade. And now that the thumb is complete, I'll seal my art using the gel top coat. To finish the ring finger, I'm using the lightest purple shade created to make large bows. Because this ended up being really similar to the base color, I also added a dot of Petal to the center. Once the bow was cured, I sealed the nail with top coat, making sure to clean up edges before using the lamp. Before moving to the next nail, I mixed up more of my purples and started to create a geometric French detail on the pinky, but I ended up thinking that dark purple was too much, wiped it off, and switched back to the shade Petal. I also pulled out a rubber cleanup tool because I think they work best on the nail bed. Now I'm using the lightest purple to complete the French before using the darkest shade to outline that shape. This is another detail I ended up wiping away and correcting before curing. And not shown was me adding some dots of the lightest shade above that dark purple line. For the pointer finger, I did a similar concept to the pinky, using the two lightest shades to create a distinctive shape before outlining each of them with the darkest purple. And now that I've reached the final nail, I want to make sure that my art is cohesive, so I'll be combining all of the previous elements, starting with a distinctive French shape, which I will outline in the darkest purple, before going on to finish the art with some dots, using the two created purple shades. And there you have it. As a DIY nail girly, I'm always looking for new and creative ways to spice up my manicure, and Olive & June has all of the polishes and tools I need to keep my nails looking their best. As always, thanks for joining me. Till next time, bye guys.